veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh, la, 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 la. Man, I'm up again. I got tired eyes, need a cup of blend. That's right, in the AM, that's my only friend. No light, just the sun coming up on the...
All right. Welcome and thank you for joining. My name is Mfon Akpan, and I have the moniker of the professor. So appreciate everyone watching live on YouTube and listening wherever you are. Make sure to like and subscribe and share whenever you get a chance. That'll help us to grow and really reach as many people as possible. Also would like to say I appreciate the comments that I receive, and if you have any show ideas, I would love to hear from you. Always looking for ways to improve and to come out with better content. And this week was really interesting, and I'm coming back from San Diego. I was there for the American Accounting Association conference, the conference on teaching and learning in accounting. So if you do follow my YouTube and on the podcast, you would have heard, so if you're on the podcast, you would have heard the presentation that I gave there on the metaverse. And if you go to YouTube, you get the opportunity to see it, which I think is very interesting. So you get to see a use case, and I think it's good to use various platforms and to showcase how they work. And this week, I wanted to really focus in moving from the metaverse more into music. And when I say music, more into music when we talk about NFTs. And I think this is very important because when I talk to many of my colleagues, I talk to students, I get this question: why buy an NFT? Why is it important? Why does it matter? What's the big deal with this particular, really, I call it form of technology? Why are people buying these things? So there's been an announcement from a group called Muse, and they're going to launch their album. So they're coming out with the album. So that's nothing new. So you have bands and artists coming out with albums. And what's interesting is that they're going to release an NFT version of their album, so 1,000 of these NFTs on a platform called Serenade. And why does this matter? Well, Serenade tracks for ranking. So you know, when artists release albums and songs, there's different ratings. So this particular platform, it's not the first platform to release music NFTs, but it is a platform that allows tracking. So for those of you watching, I'm going to actually go to their website, and I've got it pulled up. And one of the things that I recommend everyone to do which I usually say, is that check out these things for yourself. It's very important. The reason I do this is to give you those nuggets where you can go and really look at this and build on it. So if you go to serenade.co, for those of you who are listening on the podcast, serenade.co/@Muse. So if you go there, or if you just do a Google search and type in Google Serenade and Muse, it'll come up. And as you notice, they're going to sell their album on this platform in NFT format. So there'll be 1,000, they're minting 1,000 copies of their album, Will of the People, and it will be on this platform, Serenade, which allows for tracking for ranking, for listing. So that's what makes this unique. And I think this is very interesting that they're doing this. It's 1,000 limited editions. It's the whole album. It's not just a few songs. And you'll be able to purchase it through Serenade. So you'll own this limited edition NFT version of the album. Why is that important? Well, I've gone to their website, and what I thought was pretty neat was when you go to Muse's website, and for those of you listening, it's Will of the People. Well, particularly for this album, willofthepeople.muse.mu. You go there and you'll see the new album comes out August 26th. You can pre-order it, CD and vinyl, which I think is pretty interesting. So there's different formats, CD and vinyl. And if you click on it, you can go and order it from Artist Store, get the LP, the vinyl, exclusive vinyl, and the CD on Amazon. And then if you click on digital, it gives you the option to purchase on Amazon Music and the iTunes Store. I don't see, and I could be missing something, I do not see an option to where you can buy the limited NFT. But what's interesting about this, you notice there's different formats. You have vinyl, which many say is really, really old school. You have CDs, which many people say is really, really old school. Then you have what they call the digital format, where you can get it Amazon Music or iTunes and you can download it. And then you got a limited run of NFTs, where you own the NFT of the album. So this is a new format. And I think this is important for us to really understand how all of this works and how all of this ties in. Now we're live, and that was a phone call. So sorry about that. So we get to see how all of this actually ties in. Why is that important? Why are the NFTs important? Why do people buy these? It's a new format. And I think we're asking ourselves the same question that why are MP3s important? Why should we listen to CDs when we have vinyl? This is a new format. It's a new way to own medium. And I think it's important for us to understand that. Now, is it complicated? I think what many people fail to realize is that it can be complicated to actually purchase these. And what I mean by that, for those of you who have your own digital wallets and have your crypto, for someone who doesn't understand how it works and hasn't done it, there's what I call friction. There's a lot of steps and that you may have to go through. You have to have crypto, you have to have a wallet, you get your wallet, you have to be able to purchase, link the wallet. So there's many steps, and many of these steps are not they're not familiar. They're not tied to something that we already know. One thing that I wanted to also mention, and an example of this personally, I released an audio book. So if you go on OpenSea, support limited run NFT audio book, which I believe is going to be the future. We're going to see more albums released. We're going to see books released as NFTs, which is great. However, it was minted on the Polygon network, so it's free, low gas fees. That is awesome. But however, for someone to purchase it, I mean, you've got to go through some processes to get the wrapped Ethereum and to convert the currency, to move this, to be able to even buy it. So there's a lot of hurdles with the technology and it moving forward. But the great thing is technology continues to advance and move forward very quickly. It'll take some time, but will it take as much time as it did, for example, for us to leap from black and white TV to color TV to HD TV? I don't think so. Will it take the same amount of time to go from DVDs to streaming movies to Netflix? I don't think so. What I think will happen is it'll rapidly expand, and that's why it's important for us to understand how this works. Do we know? Will people start buying albums as NFTs, and stop downloading on iTunes? We don't know that. But the key thing is it's here, and it is an option, just like vinyl, just like CDs, just like MP3s. From an accounting and business perspective, I think it's very, very important for us to understand how this business works, how it fits into the existing model. Imagine you're an accountant, you're a business owner, you're there to add value, and you don't understand how NFTs work. And we're looking at a band, they're not only selling vinyl, CDs, music files, they're also selling NFT albums. So it's important that we understand it. That was a mouthful, but that's what I have for you today. As usual, you have any questions, send me a message. Love to hear from you, and make sure to support the channel. And until next week.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping out